Hello everyone, this is Rakneet here. Welcome back to my channel. This is the introduction for 50 Shades of Green project pan. So this project pan is in collaboration with Pantastic Ladies. Pantastic Ladies is a Facebook group. Their members are really creative. They always come up with a lot of creative project pan ideas. If this is the first time you're watching any sort of project pan related video, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of introduction to what project pan is. It's just starting a project and including a bunch of products you want to work on that you might feel are ignored in your collection or you don't reach for them as often as you would like to. Before I introduce all the products that I will be working on in this project, if you are interested in this sort of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I make a lot of videos related to using eyeshadows, as that is most dominant category in my collection. Now let's begin with the introduction. This is my first time joining 50 Shades of any color project. They had 50 Shades of Purple, they had 50 Shades of Pink. The product itself does not need to be necessarily green. If it has a green product inside or green packaging or anything that says green on it, that is considered to be a candidate for this project. Again, it's up to you how you are actually considering it. So for me, I do not have a lot of green products in my collection because I do not have a big collection. So I had to get really creative on what I choose. Again, I end up choosing a lot of eyeshadows, which we will get to in a minute. But before, I just want to show what other products I have in this category. A while ago, I bought a lot of products from shop Miss A. These are all of their products from the skincare line. I was so intrigued because they all had like really appealing ingredients like Cica complex and PHAs, squalene. I was really intrigued to try it out to see if they are any good because those ingredients are usually considered expensive. So the first one I have is the AHA, BHA, PHA toning solution. Its packaging is green. So the other one I have is AHA 7% toning solution. And then I have acne patches. I know, I just had to fill out this category. So this has 15 patches. Then I have Cica 7 complex calming complex gel moisturizer. I have used a little bit of this one and it's really good. And then niacinamide 2% plus BHA moisturizer again, and another one of Cica 7 calming complex because I ordered at least 2 of them for moisturizers in order to actually test if they are doing anything for my skin. And then I have the squalene barrier cream. It's squalene 100,000 ppm. I don't know what 100,000 ppm stands for, or maybe it's just like, you know, its consistency or how well it kind of penetrates. So it's supposed to be a barrier. Anyway, I'm not a chemist. So, and then I have another one of the same product, and I have another moisturizer. It's retinol 0.25% plus tomato oil 10,000 ppm again. Not sure what that means, but yeah, I've never used any sort of retinol products before, and this concentration seems to be very less, so I don't think I can use it like every day because I don't want to introduce retinol to my skin yet, because I don't want to get my skin used to retinol and then when I really need it in future, it won't respond to it. I hope you understand what I mean. And I chose all of these 3 white products because they have the green letters on them, green or maybe teal, even on the front and on the back. Teal is kind of a shade of green. This is too bright for it to pick up. Here we go. And then for a tiny strip of packaging of green, it's a teal again. I have this hair care multi-peptide serum from The Ordinary. Again, I chose it because it has this tail line on it. I got it a long time ago, but I've only used it like maybe 2 or 3 times. So hopefully putting it in this project would encourage me more to use this. And when I got my other AOA Studio moisturizers or skincare products from Shop Miss A, I also got this green tea plus vitamin E cleansing balm. I have used it once and so far it did a good job of removing my makeup, and it also comes with like this protective packaging. Yeah, it looks a little bit dirty. I used a lot because this was the first time I used any sort of cleansing balm, and I think I used more than I needed. But yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm cheating a little, maybe a lot, but the other products that I have in here are all samples. So I have 5 samples here. The first one is Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And the next one is Banana Bright Eye Cream from Ole Henriksen. Is that how you say it? I chose it because of its green leaves. And the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, of course, for this green letters. And then I have a gel cleanser from Claudel. I don't know how to say this, but I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this brand as it's really popular. That's what I meant. Let me know down in the comment sections below because I'm not really good with pronouncing names and I don't want to pronounce anybody's name wrong, even though it's a brand. The next product I have is this Pineapple Enzyme Pore Clearing Cleanser from Josie Moran. It has the green letters on its back. This is going to be my next product. And then the last of my sample is from Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. It has a little bit of green on the watermelon sort of section picture. Those are all of my samples. Now let's move on to eyeshadows. All of the personal care products that I have mentioned previously are 16 in count. Rest of them are going to be eyeshadows. Let's start with our first palette, and it is the Revolution X Temi. It has a lot of green in it. It also has a few green eyeshadows. If you have been following me for quite some time, you know how I feel about Revolution eyeshadows. In short, I don't care about them. I don't care about the formula. All of the eyeshadows that I am mentioning here, I want to use them 10 times each, which is going to be a lot, but here we go. The first eyeshadow in here is this eyeshadow called Calypso. The next one would be this one called Greens, and the next eyeshadow in here is called Definitely. I have a lot of pan on this one. It's from like a single use. I did a Halloween look using this one, I guess a couple of years ago. And then the last one would be Saint Catherine. Yeah, here. The next eyeshadow comes from my ABH Jackie Aina palette. There is some green in the packaging. Here we go. And I have only chosen one eyeshadow from here. It's called Sponsored. It has some green reflex. Oh, let me swatch all of them for you. These 4 eyeshadows are from the Revolution X Temi palette, and this is Sponsored from ABH Jackie Aina. It is a duochrome shade, has a bit of green reflex in it. Next eyeshadows come from my ColourPop Star Wars Mandalorian The Child palette. I will be working on 7 eyeshadows in here. Those are Precious Cargo, Right Hand Mando, Spring Soup, Babyface, The Force, Little Frog, Float Your Crib. Let me give you guys swatches of all these. I know these 4 are green, but this has some green reflex in it, and this is, I guess, a greenish taupe shade, and this is greenish yellow or golden sort of shade, so that's why I have included it. It's giving some green reflex. All right, so these are my swatches from the eyeshadows in the Child palette. The next eyeshadow I have is from my Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette, and this one is called Anaconda. It's the second one in the top row. This palette is beautiful. Let's swatch it. I felt like doing a live swatch of this because Just want to show how stunning it is. That's all we have for Jungle Lights. All of the previous palettes that I had introduced were somehow in my project pans. This is the first time I'm introducing this palette in a project. So as my next palette, which is Urban Decay Stoned Vibes palette, can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful the packaging is? I love this palette. I love the shimmers. Altogether, it's just beautiful. So in here I will be working on 4 eyeshadows. First one would be Jade, and then Vibes, Bloodstone, and Raw Energy. Let me try to, because Vibes and Raw Energy, they have little specks of greens in them. Yeah, I think this is picking up. Not this one, but yeah, believe me, they have a little bit of green in them. Let me swatch them out for you. The next palette in here is going to be my beloved Subculture palette. It's all green, but I will be working on 4 shades in here that are green, which will be Destiny, Excess, Electric, Untamed. Oh yeah, those are all 4 shades. I love this palette. I think this video is not how much I love this palette. These are the swatches from my Subculture palette. This is Destiny, Excess, Electric, and Untamed. And the last palette we are working on is the newest one in my collection. It's the Odin's Eye X Angelica palette. It's called Hela palette. It's really nice, and this is how my palette looks like. I have some uses on it. I have some uses on it, not a lot. So for this particular palette, I want to use all of the shades in here 10 times each, because I think that's gonna give me more chance to play with all of the eyeshadows and different formulas in here. It's gonna get more used since it's the newest one in my collection. I think I'm just going to insert the swatches of this palette from the brand's website or from Angelica's Instagram page. It has a total of 16 eyeshadows, so that brings the total number of eyeshadows to 37, which makes the total number of products in this project to 53. I know I'm 3 products above the mark, so it's gonna be like 53 shades of green for me, but I have a few samples in this project, so I think that kind of balances it off. I am so excited to be working on this because this is the first time I'll be working on so many products in a single project. That was everything from me for the introduction. I hope you have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching my video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Take care.